tough when they drag me down. You pick me up, so let it all go. Give it to me, I wanna hear you scream, scream out my name. I wanna hear you scream, like I can't be replaced. I wanna hear you scream, scream out my name. I need to hear you scream, like I can't be replaced. So I've come to the conclusion, just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up dying slowly, rotting away. See, I just want to be able to climb without a fall, to get out of this maze and run. Please strike me thunder, let me get closer to the light. Please strike me thunder, so I can be free. So I've come to the conclusion, I'm just one man amongst thousands. In this world I'll load them, sure they'll do fine without me. The chemicals in my head don't work as yours. 'Cause every piece of road is a little bit of happiness. And every kind of love causes a little bit less regret. Please strike me thunder, let me get closer to the light. Let me go under the water till I can breathe again. Let me go up, 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 let me go up. I'll be your superhero. I'll be your superhero.
I never wanna hold you back. I wanna give you every chance to make it, to make it. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking. Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Single Match Elimination. No, nothing like that. It's only group stages of EPL Season 8. I'm joined by the lovely Kojda. My name is Dodai. I kind of miss Crash Roni and Permasneeze. I don't know how you are about these days.
What are they up to? Like,
I don't know. Permasneeze went to TI. I guess he's having like post-TI stress disorder, getting diagnosed on his ass.
what's TI this?
I have the post-TI blues. You don't have the post-TI blues? I absolutely have post-TI blues. I'm not
Maybe the fact that I wasn't really like following it as much as you did.
Dude, you predicted Spirit's gonna win the whole goddamn thing ever since they won Riyadh.
No, they just had that vibe in them, you know. I just felt like that there is something special with them in the recent.
They had the anime power.
Yeah, not really the anime power, because it's not as like surprising as it was on TI in Bucharest.
Yeah, TI 10 was way.
Yeah, but was still like it was not really surprising.
I still think, especially okay, yeah, like when they lost their first game to VP, I was like, okay, they're gone. Like, there's no way they're gonna win TI this year. But it must have been FNG just reading them pretty well, you know. And then when it came down to the upper bracket with LGD, and then the way they danced around Zhao 8, it's like emotional damage on a different level, man. There was just something about that team. But speaking of emotional damage and very strong teams, we're still talking about the region that got eliminated first from TI, which is South America, mostly. We only have South American teams in the group stages for sure, but we do have DogChamp waiting in the North American side. So yeah, on the other hand, let's get into it. It's going to be Infamous versus Mad Kings. We haven't really talked about them, although it is fair to say that a lot of the rosters are being shuffled around right now at this period, right?
Yeah, people are trying out different lineups by different times, lineups by training to training, like scrim to scrims. So they are experimenting.
The rumor train is going. Twitter is on fire.
Obviously. I mean, when it comes to South America, you don't even need to have rumors. There's like basically, for example, like Infamous, they are representing a new lineup, basically the game by game. So it's not really like they are making rumors. They are testing out all of those players out from like Peru and Argentina. So it's nothing like special here.
But on the other hand, Mad Kings already with 2 wins on the board against Lava and Invaders, if I'm not mistaken. They did lose to Noping, but Noping are dominating the board right now. There's no surprises there. As Infamous, on the other hand, they only have 1 win, which they gained against Invaders just last night. That was an interesting series, by the way. You missed a good one. But definitely, I have to add, like, there is some big inconsistencies on the Infamous side, and just bringing in Illich just like this, I'm not so confident that they know what they're doing so far.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused as well. As
like, JP was supposed to come in. I think he was a great hopeful for the region, but the fact that he just instantly bails on Infamous and then they have to bring in Zaza. Kudos to Zaza. He's been awesome laning stage, very good executions in the mid games and the late games, but still, like, your number 1 choice of carry is just gone, and now you're bringing Illich. I'm kind of confused.
10 seconds remain.
Isn't like ASD playing? He played the last night as well, and he's a position 1 player, right? And Illich is like position 3.
I think Illich is position 3, so he should be substituting Kendall for Infamous.
Yeah, more than likely. And yeah, Sebas is here, I guess. He's playing position 2, so everything is according to plan. On the other side, it's pretty obvious, the usual Mad Kings lineup. which we are already like accustomed to in this season. And yeah, here comes Furion. If it goes unbanned, you should be expecting this hero to make an appearance on the main stage.
What I'm more than surprised about is just why are we mixing up Infamous and Thunder Awaken? Could there be a possible merger happening? Because Illich is not the first one from Thunder Awaken. No, I'm actually curious. Like, he's not the first one to stand in from Thunder Awaken. Is it possible that the two rosters will merge and then you will have another opportunity of like Infamous R or something just, you know, coming back in general?
I wouldn't like overcomplicate it as you do. I was just, nice Dazzle position 2, that's what I'm hoping for, but Kunkka is still in the pool, so it's gonna be pretty interesting. Back to your question, I wouldn't like overcomplicate it. It's more like, for example, the Infamous manager and the Thunder Awaken manager are like good friends, so they are trying out lineups together, because it might be set in stone that the both teams are gonna be like disbanded. I think it's based on mutual contact and like friendship based tryouts, and because when you get kicked out of a team, of course you are gonna be looking up your old contacts, former teammates, friends that you know from pubs, people you have been talking to, even or competing in lower tier tournaments. That's the people you are looking for in the first place if you are ready to tackle the tier 3 to tier 4 Dota. But Necrophos, what do you think about this hero?
I'm a big fan.
Respect.
Okay. I'm a big fan. I don't really understand it in this lineup, especially because Bristleback Ware, Spirit Breaker Ware, Primal Beast is on my side, so okay, I guess. But on the other hand, like it's still just a solid pickup. So even if you want to go for like a Tidehunter or something, which would mean like a Dazzle or a Kunkka carry, which is like what the hell, but. Yeah, no CK, no Bristle. I don't see what it comes out for. I do like the hero in general in this patch, because I recently had the opportunity of talking with one of the good Hungarian players, you know, around 7K, our good boy Dandris, and he mentioned that, like, yeah, mid and off lane are all about these danky, stupid boys, get hard after ass, get blade mail, and then you just rash on the enemy and just murder everyone. And yeah, Necrophos is just a very good stopping power for that due to the Scythe. So in general, I'm pretty okay with the pick. It's just, what is it against, you know?
Yeah, it's not just the site, but yeah, the site is a huge factor. But I think the passive is much more significant, like addition to the laning stage.
Stopper, okay,
yeah,
interesting.
The longer you can stay alive in these fights, the Arch Stopper is obviously based on HP percentage. So losing a significant amount of that is gonna be a huge factor. So Necrophos eventually gonna be sitting in the same boat with the tanky heroes and gonna be building some heart and all of those tanky items as well.
Bloodseeker and Weaver, what the hell is this? What are they gunning for? Pangolier mid and
no, I don't
carry?
think so. Nah, that would be too risky. I don't really like the Necro carrier, to be honest.
I don't like the Necro carrier. It's just
it's not like one of those like go-to Necro games. It's not that good of a Necro game, so I wouldn't.
Jugger or Lifestealer, let's go.
Alchemist, this is so good.
Alchemist into the Dazzle, dude. Oh no.
Yeah, I love it.
And the tag team. Oh no. And the swap.
I actually agree. I think Alchemist is one of the best picks here possible.
And the Torrent Storm. Oh no.
I have no idea how you are supposed to be answering this. Maybe with a strong laner, a strong early snowball hero that can punish Alchemists. This might be the only solution, because there are so many setups for the Alchemist.
I do understand that they basically countered Alchemist's counters with the picks, so they're just defending right now the Alchemist with the picks, because Primal Beast can jump you, Nature's Prophet can jump you. Basically, the only thing left in the pool for Infamous, in my opinion, is Spectre. And even that is just not a good solution right now.
Yeah, as you just said, like Necrophos and Primal Beast are like the two powerhouses, these heroes are supposed to be like setting up the kills, just being in forward, so
Oh,
alchemists like go
Faceless?
ham.
Oh,
Faceless
Faceless.
is nice.
Just
Faceless
gotta
is a nice
mention it.
call. Yeah, Faceless is a nice call, but yeah, I'm still not really convinced.
Me neither. I'll agree with that. That I'm just not convinced right now, because the fact is we actually don't have Sebas on the mid lane. This is Slatams still on the Dazzle. Yeah, he is supposedly the mid laner, but whenever you see the kanji signs on his name, you have to know that that's Slatams.
Okay, I'm gonna make some additions to my
Yeah, your
sheet
personal
here.
sheet. Yeah, because I was confused as well for like the first two Infamous games. Well, I haven't seen Sebas play maybe since like the 23rd. Maybe he played against Infinity, I believe. But ever since then, it hasn't been available. As I'm gonna vouch for Mad Kings on this one for the first game. I don't know about you.
I guess I do as well. I just don't really like the Kunkka on free. There are so many good Kunkka free games, but this is certainly
this
not.
ain't it. And I don't like the hero on the position. I really prefer it on 2. Like the tempo you get at minute 12, you have your early Phase Boots Blade Mail, and then you can just rush into the enemy. This way around, yeah, you're gonna be struggling until you get your Blade Mail, and even then you're thinking of what is my next item, you know? As an offlaner, I do prefer getting my abilities and then just rushing into the enemy. Give me one GG boots on my Underlord and I can just walk into the enemy, no sweat. You know what I mean? But yeah, after we cast our curses, Mad Kings, this is gonna be like a 69-12 for the Infamous lineup. I'm pretty sure.
Nah, don't be like that. Mad Kings is a really big
Cast a
team
curse.
right now.
Cast a curse.
I think we doubled down. But
Cast a curses always works.
you're gonna be seeing like how this unfolds in the next.
Mamita, jugando mi totito.
I think the 15 to 20th mark when it comes to this game is gonna be so crucial. How far the alchemist could get.
Can the Kunkka gank with the Tusk and the Dazzle?
Yeah. How many times you could utilize these ganking potentials out of Infamous? How many good chronos you could maintain during the first 15 minutes?
For sure. No, I'll agree to that. 15 minutes is what we're looking at right now, with a potential mid-game turning into absolute utter chaos. What do you think of Mr. Jeans? You know, like the double down on these mid picks. It's always like, oh no, Mr. Jeans brought out the Invoker, but then Ganek gets it, and it's just as useful. You know, his Tornado EMP combos are always on point. Like, yeah, these are not hard executions by any means, but the fact that he then basically, remember the last time we casted him on this Invoker? You called him the absolute MVP for Mad Kings, because I'm going to be honest with you, the way this kid plays Invoker is just magical.
I'm a bit surprised still that they went for the Necrophos and Mr. Jeans for mid, because if I have to favor like one side over the other, it's gonna be the Dazzle. I think Dazzle has a better laning stage than the Necrophos. Necrophos might be suffering a bit, but if I have a hero called Invoker and Ganek is controlling it, I guess I'm not supposed to be like worrying that much.
And as is tradition, both teams instantly do the 5-man smoke up. Well, we are kind of getting used to that here in the South American region. As Tiger breaks 4, the Ice Shards almost catches him. EMP, where to control, on to 4, Time Walk instead. Zaza separated, but a beautiful torrent stops Mad Kings just for a second. Onslaught onto the Faceless Void. The Shadow Wave does not help, and the first blood goes to Los Locos Reyes.
And they want more.
Axel God on for the catch. Unstable Concoction in the cooker. As Dad with the catch. Another triple torrent just to delay things, but eventually Mr. Jeans gets kill number 2.
Yeah, I mean, you have no reliable stun. I have no idea what Mad Kings or Infamous were early thinking.
The Terraway was very optimistic of a choice for a first level.
And starting with a Terrorblade, like, Come on, guys. And the Shadow Wave as well. Questionable plays, but yeah, it's all just minutes before the game. The game starts now, actually. So
There's 3 runes and the
reset.
first 2 kills. This is an absolute advantage for the Mad Kings. Although, I have to say, there was a huge ball drop in game number 1 yesterday as well. Invaders with a 5-0 lead with 3 to 4k net worth lead as well.
Oh,
But then the Huskar from Slatums, it just came online and it murdered everyone. So, I don't know, maybe he can do it with the Dazzle as well. I'm curious to see.
As I see, Zaza is not really like a big Void player, but I think he should really be stepping up his game right this particular matchup.
Nice dodge. He still gets one more right click in before the jump. Time jump. I think you should really rename time walk. You're not walking, you're jumping, you're dodging, you're dashing. Time dash. Oh my god, that name would be so cool for the spell. As Mr. Gene slowly but surely suffering against Slatums' Dazzle. But such is the power.
He's doing fine. I mean, almost even.
Yeah, he's just doing really great. The Shadow Wave is reaching him.
And you can always do the shenanigans with the Ghost Shroud, like... I'm not really worried anymore for Mr. Gene. He's a
big boy. Why are you worried about Mr. Gene?
Old man with a stick.
Both of them are kind of low, by the way, on HP.
Yeah, a bit dangerous. But now Bottle and the Bracer secured on both heroes.
Yeah, Mr. Gene should be fine. It's a good question when he's gonna level that Ghost Shroud that you mentioned. No TP.
Yeah,
I really thought Tiger's coming over.
Yeah, this is called psychological warfare. Just putting an extra bit of pressure on the mid laner of Infamous.
Slatums, watch yourself, biatch.
Yeah, that's a sign. Tiger, TP has been stopped.
He's just messing around right now. Level 2.
He's having fun, of course. What else is supposed to be doing?
It would open up the Alchemist to abuse, so I think it's just, you know, he's trying to bait a kind of a jump from Sladen and Illich. As the 2 melees can't do much, but they are going to do their best to just control the lane against the Alch, who is right now 15 last hits up though.
Yeah, basically you just read my mind that this is something I wanted to point out, that these 2 melee heroes, by the way, look at bottom though, punishing Zaza, he has to use the force? You put this into my mind.
The force jump. The force walk.
Force walk.
The force dash.
Yeah.
A beautiful tornado onto the 2 as Oscar is just gonna throw down the tantrum with the Primal Beast walking all over Zaza. And there's just no escape for the Faceless Void, as even though they do rotate the Tusk and get 1 kill on the Primal, what's it worth?
I don't know, like, I have this weird feeling if the Furion, if I restrict the Furion from going back to top in any part of the game, even though Dead would be still doing fine, like Kunkka and Tusk, these 2 heroes are no threat to this Alchemist. Look at how aggressive Mr. Jinx is playing, because he knows that there is a Furion in the game. He can always rely on his friends, jumping in and making a decision for sure. Runes? Not like Mr. Jeans and he needs any of it.
He just denies one of the waters just for fun.
For fun.
Nice tornado set up onto Slatums and with the cold snap as well. Easy catch onto the Dazzle. And that's just 1 extra kill for Mad Kings. How did it go? Mamita. Jugando mi dotita. There's an easy torrent onto Dad. Double snowball. As the Uncivil Concoction, it goes down. He just damaged themselves. As Dad's trying to escape. This should be a catch for Illich and Sladen. But the reach is just not there. Nice torrent dodge, but the magic missile, it will hit.
Oh,
And
nice.
he denies himself with
Nice
this
play from
concoction.
that.
Well,
Being pretty comfortable.
when in doubt, suicide. Oh, wait, what? I kind of miss playing a bad and then just killing myself, honestly.
Well, it's not possible anymore.
I know, which is so annoying.
Is there any heroes that you can still use to kill yourself?
Basically, unstable concoction on the elk. You can always deny yourself the neutral creeps, but
Oh, you can always deny yourself with the wolves as well on Lycan.
true.
Depends on the spell, of course.
But yeah, no outright spell idea Baden and Rot used to be like that. Remember back in the day when all Pudge players used to deny themselves with the Rot?
Yeah.
I think that's when I started playing Undying and then just waited for them to start murdering themselves and then just one decay and they're dead.
Rotation,
As
somebody
Mr.
knows.
Jeans is looking to be
Just
tough.
doesn't care.
Nice poison touch, but the EMP tornado combo turnaround with the snowball reaction. He uses delaying the inevitable right now on Sladen as he gets sprouted and surrounded, and after the cold snap and the death pulse, he should be dead. As what is Dad doing under the tier 1 tower up top? X-Mark pulled back. Here comes Slatums or Sladen or
He might be dead this time.
that should be Dad going down. And that is
That
a
is
kill.
dead.
Yeah, that is Slatums, by the way.
He hits the ground.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But yeah, Slatums and Sladen on the same team is an abomination for casters. That's like mid one and no one on the same team. Like everyone was just begging, not because they didn't like SMG, but just as a caster, you just don't want mid one and no one on the same team anymore.
Yeah, and basically what I was telling you like 5 minutes ago is the thing that's occurring on multiple lanes. Like Alchemist can basically solo lane. Look at Oscar. It doesn't even pick up a Vanguard. He's just having fun there. Basically Outlast hitting the void. Genek can always like keep like scrooging through the different lanes and selecting which one is in need. Mr. Jeans is basically unkillable itself, and Furion, he's just, I mean, I almost said that he's just farming jungle, but it's that's a wrong method.
Yeah, he's farming Wisdom Runes instead as the EMP EMP combo with the cold snap zones out Zasa one more time. He is going straight for the Midas, and they're looking at a potential gank onto Dad. Nice X, perfect ghost shift. The unstable concoction comes out, but the Chronosferino is actually on the two of them. It's not a bad tactic, but here comes Oscar for the cleanup, going through the Dazzle, and everyone else as Zaza will more than certainly fall as well. That is a team wipe for Matt Kings at mid at 8. And there, the Infamous is just gone.
Oh god.
The gank,
happened?
it failed.
Dude, it not failed. It wasn't even there. It's like it.
It was stopped in its tracks by Oscar's onslaught.
It was just spells thrown after one and another. Like, with no coordination. Like, Infamous. You gotta step up your game. This is not looking good.
Oh, but what
I
a
know-
well-timed onslaught from Oscar. That was just pitch perfect, you know?
Yeah.
Just at the end of the chrono, there was just nowhere to run. The Dazzle is dead. Horrendous play from Infamous. I mean, yeah, I'll give them kudos for trying, and it looked good when Dad was alone, but then suddenly there were like 4 other heroes appearing on the lane.
This is not looking good, Infamous, and the fact is that you're playing against an Alchemist lineup. They are gonna be snowballing in the next 3 to 4 minutes when Alka gets his Radiance and Blink. It's gonna be tough.
Color me interested. Why is it that on official matches you play with different rosters? I do understand switching it up, you know, for like scrims. Like, even before Thompson, for example, joined Tundra, we knew about the scrim leaks, right? From managers and other sources. But it's not confirmed that he's playing for Tundra just yet, you know? But at the same time, why aren't you mixing up your lineups during an official match as Illich? An easy catch out onto the Kunks and an easy kill. On to the non-official roster member. Shade throw and shots fired.
I think the difference might be that on tier 1 and tier 2 teams, this is what they actually do for a living. Earning money from Dota, having salaries on tier 1 teams, and on tier 2 is basically all they are living up the prize money. So they are investing in Dota as much as they would invest into work. When it comes to tier 3 and tier 4 that we are casting right now, I can say for sure that many of these players are actually having like at least half a job, at least a 4-hour session of work.
As Oscar gonna get jumped, he turns around with the pulverize and tries to set up something. Zaza with the perfect chrono, but is the damage there? No, it's not. The death pulse kind of saves Oscar just a little bit. But finally, the poison touch will do its magic. Slanum's getting another kill. Zaza going for the escape route. Jeans just not finding kills here. But the re-rotations eventually, they'll just disengage on both sides.
Yeah, back to what I was about to just say, that these are tier 3 to tier 4 players. Some of them are working, some of them are like still kids, like in the university or high school. They have no time for those really high skilled scrims. That's why
so you're saying that these subs are actually just indicators of the fact that maybe the kids are like get prepping for like a Spanish test or like an English test or something.
Yeah, it's like this is their test. They don't.
I never thought of that actually.
They can't scream like 24/7 like the professional teams do. That's why they are like using this opportunity on like a lower tier tournament.
As on the mid lane, we actually have Mr. Jeans getting caught out. The blade mail does magic right now for Milic. And on to Tiger they go. 2 big kills they desperately need on the Infamous side as it opens up the mid lane for them.
Yeah, it's signs of life for Infamous for sure.
Well, yeah, no, I don't really think of what you just mentioned, because I think back in the day when in high school I played Dota like a maniac, it was all about the game. Like, okay, I showed up to practices on time, I showed up to... Well, yeah, to be fair, in Southeast Asia it was already an existing culture, right? And then in other regions, like here in Europe, it's still not like an accepted career choice for a lot of people. Well, in Southeast Asia, and don't even get me started on China, it's something you start in school. Dota is a job. Dota is a national sport. So it's all about the perspective, and I didn't really think that, like, oh, I have to study for a test, so I can't play an official match. Like, that doesn't make sense to me, personally, because, you know, I'd rather fail the test, but wouldn't let my team down. That's just my perspective, I guess.
I can completely like relate to that one as well. I mean, different regions, different approaches to how you are supposed to be like implementing new players. We can never know for sure because there are so many like different as esports mentalities, esports cultures differ from one from another. So,
well, we can absolutely agree that this is like tier 2 Dota for sure, at least on the South American side, and we could be looking at the potential South American TI champions later on, of course, but we'll see.
Hopefully, one day.
One day.
For now, we got to enjoy that. It's pretty fast. 11 minutes Radiance.
Is it still the build on the good old Alchemist?
It never changes, you know.
War never changes, but does the Alchemist build change?
Oh, look at the stacks.
Oh, the gold. This is my ASMR.
Yeah, of course.
And then when the gold starts clinging, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Oh, and he even farms with the unstable.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh my god. Oh. Craigasm in chat.
He's stacking more.
2 more.
More stacks.
More gold.
More ASMR.
Jesus, as Mr. Jeans finds Zaza out of nowhere up top. Pretty bad move on his side. So he gets cold snapped and everything thrown at him.
Yeah, you know, we are just like hardworking people struggling through the days. We are not like fit to play any Dota these days. Only casting, so
Arcade modes help.
arcade mode is still good, but looking at that and his farming pattern is like enough for a day.
It's
for
like
me.
meditation.
Yeah,
I guess
it's a daily dose of like Dota copium.
I always like appreciate the modern carries because back in the day, you know, it was all about picking the cheese and then just owning the whole map. These days, it's about farming pattern. It's about min-maxing the map. It's about picking the right item. And all these choices are just so hard compared to my day when, oh, I picked Invoker, the enemy is dead. You know, we forced the GG in 15 minutes. Done.
I pick Invoker, I take a use, and you get the Sunstrike meatball deafening blast combo, and you are just dead.
I don't
Axel
think Deafening Blast was a thing, as Axel just gets picked off on the bottom in front of his tier 2. I don't think Deafening Blast was a thing until Dota 2. It was something else.
Yeah, I was talking about Dota 2. Yeah,
in the early days of Dota 2, yeah, I remember. I
was there 10 years ago.
When the
Jokes
Kings
aside.
of the North won TI.
Of course. Jokes aside, Dad's already got his hand on a blink, so it's gonna be more devastating for the Infamous side. Is it gonna be a reveal on mid? I wouldn't like reveal your big item on mid, but this is what they are.
I think Sladen's kind of dead as the unstable hits along with the Sunstrike and the scythe thrown at him. This is just...
That's a message. That's a message.
That's like, don't come to the lane anymore kind of message. This is done.
Can they catch him? That could have been such a huge kill, but yeah, Genek once again.
And the Voker is just playing around, raising Zasa on top of everything.
He's playing around with them.
Hurting inside the Time Walk. Like, look at all his mana just gone.
Yeah. He's immediately forced back into the jungle.
Oh, he's less than half of the net worth of Dad. And yes, kudos, Dad is playing on the Alchemist, but this just feels bad right now.
It's looking so great. The people you are showing on the lanes is a greedy position for hero. And once you kill him, I mean, okay, you got a kill, but it's not the end of the world for Matkins, because it's an Invoker in position 4. On the other lane, Mr. Jeans is basically unkillable. On bottom, you got a 22
big dinosaur.
Yeah, 2200 HP dinosaur with a BK.
And Oscar is just waiting for a fight. Like, he skipped the Blade Mail, he skipped the Heart, he goes straight for BKB, and he's just like, give me a fight to play as Illich. Surrounded, Ghost Ship expended, Axel getting the Rum buff, and he should be like feeling okay with this, but surrounded, like, you know, he's just basically the dog from the meme. Spewing that this is just fine as the Sunstrike will miss Illich this time around, but the Ice Shards not hitting. It's the vision right there for Dad to just jump in and then just roll over Sladen with Oscar.
And they're just so smart. It's lining up perfectly. It's job one after another. Kill 2 heroes, take the tower, and go to Rush.
Death ball execution.
Go to Rush, guys. Guys, go to Rush. Any Rush enjoyers? Never mind. Maybe later.
Genek solo Roshan? Come on. Aww.
I mean, he could, but it would take him like 3 minutes.
I don't think you have enough cross region anymore to survive that. Remember when EE tried?
Oh no, against Pro Dota?
Yep.
Oh no.
That was a horrible game.
2016, guys.
There was like
just search it.
200 or 300 HP left on Roshan and he dies. It's like, oh no, dude.
And Godlick is just walking in. Well, Garter just walking in. Oh, free Roche.
Oh, free Roche. Okay, I'll take it.
It's Luna. Ancient history.
It was
Some
Luna?
of our viewers weren't even like born yet.
Oh god. Actually, some of our viewers are just still watching Teletubbies. And Pokemon as Gannett gets caught out. Will they get it with the Walrus Punch? Nice Shallow Grave save onto Sladen, but they need to disengage or not. They will expel the Chronosphere as Dad will get the Faceless Void with the Unstable Concoction, and Oscar will finish off the kill as they do see Axel trying to hide under the guise of the Shadow Amulet. And yeah, they got Gannett at least, but here comes Dad with another unstable. Oscar with the onslaught. Another catch, and then Captain Kunkka will sink back to the fountain. This is just a massacre.
This is so clean. This is so clean. Mad King's like really performing what they are supposed to be doing like whole season before this matches.
Locos Reyes Dominaciones.
Yeah, I mean those they got 2 losses, right? They only got 1. Never mind. They lost to Noping, as you mentioned. Yeah, but even that was a close match. So
it was
Oscar?
Not far off for them to get, as Oscar a bit too overextended. He will put the Pulverize out onto Axel, and of course the 2 supports along with the Dazzle will put him out of his misery for 50 seconds.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, he still got the tower.
Yeah, I mean, Sladam's got the eggs. I mean, I'm having second thoughts of how he's gonna be utilizing it. But yeah, look at top. They're already setting up on Zaza. Look at Gannett. He's starting once again.
One thing I don't understand on the mid laners is, okay. There's a catch onto Zaza. Here comes Illich as well. Maybe to help out, but the X-Mark just doesn't come out. He's just missing everything. Torrent Storm finally coming out onto the 2. They can get Gannett. That is 1, but can you get Mr. Jeans? Terror Wave, Axel, you just can't make the reach! Oh, nice try with the swap and maybe getting the stun, but not having an Aether Lens. I mean, even that might not have helped. Getting Mr. Jeans is just such a high ask. This is a tanky Necro.
Tiger finished the eggs as well. So lowering the cooldown, and you getting the entanglement. Oh no,
it's just
gonna be tough.
Good route. It's still cheaper than Gleipnir, isn't it?
Actually, you say so.
It's cheap. It's
I've never thought of that. That's a nice approach.
Yeah. It's just a very reliable BKB piercing route. It does pierce BKB, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's extra farm, it's extra everything. Sladen slowed down. Here comes the teleport. Here's the mentioned Tiger. Snowball. He will wait it out on the bridge. No space out from the bridge is Mr. Jeans. We'll just get you murdered instead. No, it's Gannett with the EMP, but still. Beautiful rotations from the Mad Kings.
No, I made a mistake. It does not pierce.
It doesn't? I thought it does.
It doesn't.
It says it doesn't. Dang. I should read spell descriptions more. That's a big mistake of mine.
Yeah. I mean, if you ask me what was the last date when I was like 100% sure with every question regarding Dota, I would say it's 2021. So yeah, we gotta step up our games though,
Yeah, I haven't been like super into the patch and just knowing everything since like 2020. Actually, yeah. I've just been cruising and grinding that caster game, dude.
Maybe that's why we are still not invited to bigger tournaments.
Gaben, you listening? Gaben?
Is it how it works?
I think it's time to send him an email like, we want to be part of ESL.
I sent him one. I actually sent him 2 emails. He responded to one.
Axel, doing the swap-a-rooney. They will turn on to Gannett. Nice control with a magic missile, but it's the wrath of nature coming through from the Mad King side. As Gannett still not able to die. The Chrono getting sucked off into the EMP though. No mana. Zaza will compensate and escape, but Axel stuck in the Sprout. He should die, but it's a nice little save right now coming through. The glimmer. It's just a glimpse of HP, but Mr. Jeans finally jumping with that pulse. A little bit of a Death Seeker play right there. seeking the death of the Venge. And yeah, giving up 1, catching up 3. The advantage just keeps on growing.
Yeah, I mean, your only saving grace is the perfect combination of the Torrent Storm Chrono and the Dazzle's eggs. I mean, yeah, the water part can be useful for defending tidal waves and ghost ships, but these boys are just too tanky. I think this
That
is
just
game
doesn't
over.
care. I'm just gonna keep on pushing. I got Aegis. I got Chem Rage up. You can kill. Oh, he puts out the Chem Rage though. That could be a mistake, but Oscar rushes in, shoves everyone off him, and they need to kill Dad until he's still low. The Shadow Wave catches, but it's not enough damage as Oscar gonna be brought back. Nice pulverize onto the Faceless Void, just grabbing onto him for reach. As Ganek kills off Axel with a Sunstrike. We could hear it off screen, but Dad still surviving. There's still an Aegis left as Mr. G's will keep him alive with the Death Pulse. Sladen gonna be a huge heal with that Shadow Wave, but at the same time the Tusk will fall. And Sladham should back off just a bit more. Mr. Jeans with the Blade Mail, he's like, I can die.
What?
I can die, I can go back home. Oh, the Sunstrike this time around with a miss.
The seeds of fortune.
But
Okay, I mean,
interesting
was
though that
promising.
he sacrifices himself for Dad, though he's the one with the Aegis, but kind of an unconventional solution, but at the same time it opens up Infamous to the opportunities of just pushing out mid. Well, on the other hand, they will be on the timing with Mad Kings where they can just react to the whole thing, so
I see what your thought process is. Maybe they can still like fit in another fight for this Aegis duration. That would be my...
that's basically what Mad Kings is going for in my mind,
Yeah.
for sure.
Top or bottom, make it top so you can get second guess or having second thoughts about whether you go high ground or not.
I'd rather go bottom and hunt for Zessa.
Oh, okay, that works as
Zasa
well. but-
is in trouble because the
But-
triangle is warded, so they know he's not there. They can see that Illich is just jumping around here on the bottom lane.
I'm actually like looking at this from the other side. Like top is warded, so it's safe and secure. We can get this tier 2 tower, maybe pressure a bit until Aegis expires, and we are off to go and disappear from the map for the upcoming 5 minutes.
Interesting. No, I thought of the absolutely separate way. Since I have triangle warded, I want to go for Into the Dark with smokes and Aegis.
I mean, I actually completely agree with you, but you know what's the name of the game for these teams? Safety and being disciplined, and this is
Yeah,
the more...
I think way too much like Asian Dota. Still, that's 40
Yeah.
minutes left on the Aegis. This is Magic Missile on Dad. But the EMP, it does save him just a little bit more as the Torrent is out. Still 30 seconds on the Aegis, and again, the Chem Rage is out. And that is gonna be a basher put
Gonna be
into for the
illegal.
securification.
Oh, nice.
Just an easy blink out. That is not gonna bother about that. As they will trade the mid tier 1 tower for a tier 2 on the top lane. But it's definitely Infamous on the back foot right now. Even with the calculations, Oscar gonna get caught out here as Axel. Nice Torrent, but the Chrono.
Oh, no.
It puts the Godzilla on the top of everything as he's still stunned down on Zaza. He will time walk out and try and make it. The Torrent Storm will push him back. What, 30-11 now?
Yeah, and these 2 kills are setting up for an additional lane. It's not looking good, Infamous. You're messing spells up, and it's not supposed to be happening in this stage.
Mr. Kemrage himself. Up on that high ground. Illich trying to make it for the catch. BKB is out on the Kunkka. But the nice scythe onto the Dazzle will put him out of his misery for at least a minute. As there's still 930 gold for that buyback, and no buybacks available on the Radiant. They're just losing people fast as the Alacrity Alchemist is just cleaning up objectives. This should be Megas. As that keeps on going, Magic Missile, he just doesn't care. X mark. Oh, yay. Oh, you torrent me. Oh, look how torrented he is. He puts out the BKB and moves onto the tower. Dad wants it, and Dad wants it now as another X mark onto the Alchemist, another torrent. Ayla's just trying to buy time until Statins is back here. As Oscar searching around on the backline, Zasa going in for the jump. Still 70 seconds until Chrono, but he will still get the kill onto Dad as he moves onto the Tiger. But still, it's not the Nature's Prophet you should be paying attention to. Losing Ganek slowly but surely. Infamous? Can you be defending this? Question mark? X mark onto the Godzilla as here comes Dazzle. BKB expelled.
It should be tipping.
And the Oscar goes to... Absolutely no catch as Mr. Jeans with the control. They can pull back the Necrophos as Tiger is gone. And now it's up to the Necro or the Godzilla, but Oscar just rushes out of there. This is 4 deaths on Mad Kings as Infamous will successfully defend their tier 1 tower bottom.
I think this was a slight misplay coming out from Mad Kings because no Walrus Punch was available, neither the Nether Swap, so at least 2 people could have scraped from this if we can't, in the fact that the Faceless Void is gonna be bashing at least one of them.
We don't see how many X marks we got, but I do believe like the 2 or 3 X's that Illich put out were just absolutely crucial this fight.
Yeah, definitely lining them up, but already look at Genek. He can basically solo kill this guy, I'm not even joking.
I think Slatums knows what's up, of course, due to the Ghost Walk effect. He is just trying, but here comes Zaza.
Okay,
Here's the catch in, but Dad with the reaction from the Unstable Concoction. There is a beautiful Chrono play, but Zaza, you gotta run.
No TP though.
You gotta run, no more TP. He put out the BKB, he does have a Manta. It's gonna be the marathon back home. But yeah, Time Walk with a short cooldown, he should be fine. The Arcane Rune's in the river. The Void just doesn't care.
Can you go for a second round on the Mad Kings, or you better wait for the next stages?
I really think you need the Aegis, or... On the other hand, like Infamous, they just wanted to get the timing onto Zaza. He's not looking at the Refresher Orb just yet. But, I mean, Booba Chrono is just too strong. You know, I think that's what you're looking for.
Do you agree with the Manta on Zaza?
No, I don't agree.
Because you know the Manta is like a pretty defensive item, but you've got all the defensive heroes like the Snowball, the Dazzle Save, the Venge can swap you out. They got Glimmer as well. I feel like if it could have been another item, like he could be having a MKB already, and basically like it's 100 to 1%, like at least one of those supports.
Maybe you just want to escape and still like Manta's the value. Or the additional damage you get inside the Chrono with the Manta style is the other thing I can think of. But I don't feel like Manta would be the correct choice, because there's not even like an Orchid or a Silence you want to clean off right now on the Dire, right? As the Swapperoonie comes out onto Ganek, that is a big kill they always want to have.
Yeah, that's a huge kill.
As Illich raids the pantry, that is 4 bounty runes on Infamous. Oh, help me with that calculation, my friend. 360 times 5.
That's all I can say.
360 times 5.
1800
gold. That is like a lot of money. And of course, if you're against an alchemist, every penny counts.
Of course. And look at Illich. He's sensing that something is not right. Why is an alchemist all alone farming our outer skirts?
There is a disturbance in the force.
Something is not right.
As from a 99% win probability, Mad Kings are back to 85. And the 15k net worth lead, it's decreasing as Mr. Jeans. What the hell?
Mr. Jeans playing with fire now.
What are you thinking of the Silver Edge Dazzle?
I mean...
Yeah.
I mean, no, I know you want to turn off the Heartstopper aura, but... I mean...
Yeah.
For what? For what? Like
I think the already active effects don't break. What breaks is that you can't get.
No, it actually breaks.
It breaks.
Actually
Oh,
breaks, but
so
for what?
your stacks are gone as well. As Dad
I don't think. Yeah, the stats are not gone. The
going
stats
in
are
with a
only
jump
one.
in. Illich is gonna get cleaned off as the Kunkka does have buyback here. Axel trying to control them just a bit more. A kickback coming out from the Tusk onto the Oscar. Godzilla, but the Primal Beast is still alive. Nice swap-a-rooney from Axel. Still holding on to them. This is just bait right now as the Primal Beast will fall for 70 seconds straight. What a
Something
nice
is not
play
right.
from Infamous as the Chrono comes out. Onto Mr. Jeans. The Deafening Blast does not hit because the BKB is there. Zaza will get the kill. Onto the Necro as the Torrent Storm is out. There's getting zoned back hard as Tiger will turn around with the Scythe and will try and TP Sprout out of here. They get the vision with the X. What a beautiful play from Zaza. Gets the vision for Illich for the X mark. And Tiger is just gonna get gone. That is 3 again for nothing. For nothing, Koshda.
Yeah, Matt Kings, if you are keep up this undisciplined gameplay, you're making mistakes left and right, and this might cost you the game. I mean, it's still far, of course, to make some accusations like that, but you should stop avoiding this.
It
kind
does
of.
seem sus. How do you go on this high ground, though?
Yeah,
How do you get on
yeah.
top of this?
Yeah. Illich is doing a lot of work, to be honest. These tidal waves and the immediate Vorus punches, and already got the Vorus kick as well, as he was showcasing.
Yeah, Sladen was just huge, that fight. Kicking
Look at
back
this one.
Oscar.
Look at the smoke up. Dead and Ganek, they want someone, they want some kills, because this is a time where the enemy is like not expecting that they might be
Yeah,
doing
they should be
anything.
just like spread out and farming
Yeah.
as they will find the Kunks here. Beautiful swap from Axel. The kickback onto the Invoker. And yes, they will sacrifice Axel, but there's buyback on that Vengeance Aura Spirit. The Illich Kunkka is still surviving, but Slatums is dying. And down goes both the Kunks and the Dazzle. Buyback coming out instantly from Slatums. They need to hold on. As Zaza, 30 seconds until the next chrono. Kickback onto Mr. Jeans as Zaza will try and join in. The cheese will be used on Necro. Still trying to survive. A nice Death Seeker jump out, but Sladen will keep up the contact. And they will get Mr. Jeans. And no, Dad, still not even dying. Not even with the 8. No, come on. Oscar, gotta clean those people up, as Dad will finally get that as well.
That might be in trouble.
Zaza, 9 seconds until the next chrono, as Dad is being kept on contact. The Shadow Wave doing the damage, broken down. There's a beautiful kill onto Oscar, but can they get the last one? Dad, he's a bit far away. Time Walk available in 1. And the chrono is available as well. Zaza locks it down, finds Dad, will turn for the kill. That is gonna be Aegis. Ganek coming in as backup. Sladen looking for it. The jump out coming out from the Invoker, but this is just a surrounded Alchemist right now. There's a beautiful Chem Rage coming out from Dad. The kick out from Sladen. It leaves Zaza to die. And 95 seconds without the Faceless Void. As Sladen is surrounded by enemies. The Ice Shards just blocks him in. The Ogre Shield Totem escape. But the Tusk snowballing to where? To death is the answer. As Dad.
Tiger to the rescue, here comes.
Oh, Ganek and Tiger. Just saving the game as there's only a Dazzle up. All these buybacks through the map they fought.
It's gonna be 4 versus 5 for at least 40 seconds. So Mad Kings, if there is a time window where you are supposed to be closing this game down, it's
Just get
definitely
Megas.
the
Just get
stage
Megas
one.
and chill. As here comes a nice Torrent and the Ghost Ship kickback onto the Nature's Prophet. But you should just end the game as Unstable Concoction onto 2. Dad just keeps on diving forward and forward along with Mr. Jeans. And Illich is just letting them come into the Lion's Den as the Torrent Storm. Welcome to the water park, bitches. As in comes the kick. Mr. Jeans just caught out again. Dad coming to try and get to the rescue, but Tidal Wave back almost inside the fountain. He's just trying to get the kills, just get rid of them, to make them die as fast as possible. As finally it's only Illich left inside. They will go for the Megas first. Play it safe, play it chill.
Big plays from Mr. Jeans. Really had a nice eye to snipe out the Dazzle, which was pretty significant for
And
closing this
Zaza
game
might be
down.
back, but at the same time, he does not have Chrono.
Yeah, 30 seconds onto Chrono. He might be there trying to delay the inevitable, but
Oh, it's coming. No fortification.
I think might still see Chrono Sphere coming
Well,
out.
let's see it as Illich puts out the ghost ship just to zone them out. Oscar putting out the tantrum. He's just uproar breaking everyone as Zaza tries to go through Mr. Jeans' blade mail as fast as possible. 5 seconds until Chronosphere. As tier 4, the first one falls, but the second one should not be that behind as Zaza gets caught out. Swapped to Runid. And let's still dying inside Oscar's uproar. And that is game for sure. Illich putting out the water park, trying to delay the inevitable. But this is game. As the Ancient will fall. 43 to 27. With a 39 minutes into the game. With a 20k net worth lead. Mad Kings will take game number 1.
Okay, a bit sloppy, not gonna lie,
A
but
bit. A bit.
making mistakes, a few of them are occurring, but
Making
yeah, in
mistakes
the
is
end,
it the path to victory?
yeah, as you said, this is a perfect closing line for game number 1.
I mean, despite losing the game, I think Infamous had like a very strong defense. Like I didn't think this high ground would be that threatening. But yeah, kudos to Illich and Sladen, as you mentioned in the middle of the match. It just goes to show that Dazzle rather thrives when you're in the lead, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I think you can't bring out this mid laner unless you know that you're just definitely winning laning stages. Like, I don't know, like TB, PL,
No, I
Naga,
agree.
just something just doesn't care. So yeah, you disagree? Did I hear that right?
No, I completely agree with you.
Oh, okay.
This is basically what.
But yeah, still nice catches, nice kickbacks from Sladen, and the boys had a very good time at the end of the 10 minutes. But eventually, yes, that prevails. If that kill happens in that triangle, though, man, we would be talking about a different game here. We might even be at the 60-minute mark, my friend. But yeah, with that, we are going to go on a short break. We should continue, I believe, according to admin, in 10 minutes. And yeah, until then, the score is 1-0 for Mad Kings over Infamous.
I never wanna hold you back. I wanna give you every chance to make it, to make it. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking. Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions 'cause I know that you'll reject my love, moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on. against all enemies, your enemies. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking, but I'll still be your superhero. I'll be your superhero.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the welcome to the Dark Rooms cast. My name is Dota, and this is my magician assistant, Koshda. And we're bringing you the magic of Dota here with Mad Kings vs. Infamous round number 2. The two sides did switch this time around as Infamous went for the first pick and pick the Mamacita Muerta. Mamacita Muerta de Muerta?
10 seconds.
Just a cute, casual, your favorite. Your favorite first face hero. Muerta is in the house. It's gonna be a fun game, isn't it?
Fun.
Isn't it?
Fun. So fun.
Yeah.
These games are so boring.
Yeah. It's fun how we are like perceiving what fun is.
I mean, I perceive them as fun. It's just
I don't.
some of our audience doesn't.
I'm just coping with it. No, it's a fun hero. It's reintroduce some weird interactions with the.
She's just weird. The vector target is weird. The calling is weird.
Dyer's turn to bat.
She has a farming tool which you never use if you're at a position 4. As your boy. No, I think this is Mr. Jeans.
No,
It
there is
could
no
be.
way.
It could
if it's gonna
be.
be Mr. Jeans, Earth Spirit.
Yeah. I mean, Somnus
I'm
played
gonna-
it. Somnus played it. If Somnus plays it,
don't
Mr.
care.
Jeans plays it.
But Somnus went crazy ever since he changed his name from Maybe. He just went completely bonkers.
Yeah, maybe
I
he
don't care
wins,
about
maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Earth Spirit, Mr. Jeans, nah. Earth Spirit Ganak, yes.
I think both are quite legit, by the
Yeah,
way.
of course. I'm just joking around.
As we do have the Willow band, the Grimstroke band, kind of holding on to these global controls, as Mad Kings actually bans them. No Spirit Breaker, no Dawn. Nature's Prophet also taken off the board. There's only the Spectre for the big jumps right now, who are also meta heroes. Obviously, they take care of the Kunks from Illich and pick up the Pugna themselves. This could be position 5 Pugna like Liquid played it. Or it could even be position 4 Kunka if we do get the Earth Spirit core. Everything is open on the table as personally, I still don't like Mort as a core. Color me based, but I just don't like the hero when it's position 1.
Actually, you are not based. I mean,
I'm absolutely based.
Muerta, position 1, yeah. I mean, for this game, just deciding from the picks and the bans, this is a pretty decent Muerta core game. But I would be surprised if they are going to actually pull it out. So yeah, here's the Clockwork, one of the best answers to the Pugna, disrupting the petrol station as you're supposed to be calling it. This is your type of naming processes. So yeah, Clockwork is a great addition to your team when you are dealing with Kunka or Pugna or like her spirits.
Good reaction for sure. Hookshot.
The battery assault is such a good spell.
Hookshot is insane. Battery assault
Yeah,
is great for
hookshot
your
as well.
spirit.
Yeah, hookshot as well.
A good choice. No, I'll agree with it.
Basically, if I just see our spirit in Pugna, one of the best heroes that immediately comes to my mind is definitely the Clockwork. So
Radiant's turn to pick.
Doubling down on the team fight. Okay.
I like it. I actually like it, not gonna lie.
This kind of puts Muerta in a definitely core position, though, which we just mentioned that we don't like. I don't know why Infamous is just not listening to us, though.
No, I actually said if there is a Muerta core game, this might be it. Just because you have Pugna and Earth Spirit. So for now, I kind of like it, but in the upcoming 1 minute, Mad Kings is gonna be abusing the fact to destroy my knight with the ideas they are having against this Muerta.
I think Centaur's an option, Tidehunter's an option, Axe is an option.
I see. X is good. Actually, you are more like into those.
Magnus is an option. Night Stalker
Converse,
is an option. It's just, I just see, like, you know, it's like, in terms of drafting, this seems like, oh, I picked a minefield against myself, and I now have to walk through it. And Mackings is like, oh my god. Like, you know, just a kid in a candy shop. There's just so many good options we can play against this shit. Well, a good question is, like, you need to get something as well to set up the possibility that you need to tank up a lot of damage so that someone can turn on to the Phoenix. Now, of course, the options I mentioned are kind of poopy, sucky, very, very bad against the Phoenix. And with the Weaver pickup, are we thinking what Zhao 8 was thinking? With the Weaver, you still need like a big, huge healing possibility. That is usually the Enchantress or the Chen. Because, yeah, Life Drain or Reverse Sucking is pretty good on the Weaver as well, but that instant burst of HP is what you kind of want, because that gives you like 2 lives, sort of what the Huskar has with Berserker's Rage and the Shallow Grave. That is why those combinations work. And, yeah, I do remember like a month before Dreamly, we were theorizing the Weaver Chen. And then we, like, you know, we're just throwing it out there, like, it could make sense. And then Zhao 8 picks it up. That was like a huge W. And then, yeah, a lot of people started banning Chen in the first phase and other stupid strategies like that. But Weaver prevailed to be very, very popular throughout the game itself. On TI for sure. And there's Centaur is there, countering the Muerta. Nice little jump in. Is the Weaver enough to counter the egg, though? Oh, what a good control for the Supernova, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's actually that you asked me. Weaver, I think, is a nice addition. Even to the Clockwork and the Phoenix. One is just about using your ultimate. The other one is you're basically adding up from your passive. And when it comes to Pongarir, as you said, which is a clear and down-to-earth phrase, it's great for teamfight, okay? Controlling people. But there is one problem. The disengaging potential of Mad Kings is huge. Earth Spirit, Centaur, these people are just running away at the speed of light. And Weaver as well. These people can disappear immediately. I mean, just imagine chasing down people with the Pangolier. Centaur just press ultimate. Weaver just presses his Shikuchi. Earth Spirit is just rolling away. There's nobody to catch here. Okay, great team fight lineup, but the problem is that your enemy is not showing up to the team fight. So, yeah, I'm more into the Mad Kings draft in this stage. I'm seeing problems already on the side of Infamous.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I think the MK draft is pretty solid. I do like the address for the under the Supernova area. I just don't think Muerta's your carry. Well, let's see if they bring up the Axe, which is not bad against the Weaver. I'll give him that.
That's true.
I rather would have wanted like the big team fight guys, like give me Mars, give me your Tide Hunters, but Berserker's Call against the Weaver, it's just chef's kiss, you know.
I think this is a free Death Prophet game, if you ask me. Death Prophet is like the go-to hero.
DP, okay. Oh.
Mr. Jeans love it. It's
I'll
good
see
for
your prophet and I'll raise you a queen. Damn!
Okay, mid Earth Sam.
No, vid Earth or vid Weaver, vid Pugna, mid Pugna. Oh, Mr. Jean.
Nah, it's gonna be the Weaver 4. Still annoying, because low attack speed heroes, in all of them, extend except
I don't
the Muerta.
like this. This is sucky.
Zasa on the Muerta. It's gonna be fun, Mr. Jeans.
Mr. Jeans versus the Pango, it's gonna be Rolling Thunder against Rolling Boulder. God damn it.
Yeah, these people are gonna be rolling everywhere.
Insert the Limp Bizkit memes with Fred Durst and rolling all the time. But yeah, you gotta predict first this time, my friend.
Yeah, I know. Illich? Axe is actually a nice shutdown to the Weaver, because once Weaver gets cold, it's gonna be pretty easy to annihilate him.
But we need to get Dad. Like, what you gonna do against the Sven, dude?
But once you kill the Weaver, there is still dead. And they did a pretty nice job. It was like the last time emergency decision. What about if we don't run the Weaver score and just pick a dead Sven? And I think this is a perfect solution for your problem regarding the Weaver. And yeah, I have to go for Mad Kings once again. It's just more clear, it's just more understandable, and the last pick is just perfect.
Honestly, I'm gonna lay it down for you. I see Daddy Swan Uvu. No, I'm going Mad Kings actually, so it's not that big of a choice either here.
It's just one of those days.
It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is up. Everybody sucks.
Prepare for battle.
Really, you want to lie? You want to justify ripping someone's head off? Copyrighted.
Yeah, I've seen some our previous replays have been copyrighted. Thanks, Dodai. You are always here when we need you.
Fred Durst, I love you. Please don't copyright me. No human contact. You better watch. Oh, okay. Sladen is gonna do the Icarus dive thingamajig.
But Genek is not giving up. He wants more.
Yeah, their best bet is to stay away. As
okay,
it comes to surround onto Slatham's, no escape, no way out. As the Pangolier gets surrounded, and again that goes in for the execution with the Sakuchi.
Oh no, they are
Talk about feels bad. Oh, and they find the ward under the tower. Oscar, you bastard. And they even give it to Mr. Jeans for the extra XP. And
Stop.
Emotional damage is Dad. There's a surrounding play from Sladen. He's creeping. He's flying. But Dad is just not caring. He's like, oh, there's a chicken on me. Yeah, it wasn't that big of a joke. As they get first blood and only 2 runes this time. It's a big advantage start for Mad Kings once more. Here on the laning stage. Yeah, game number 2, ladies and gentlemen, between Mad Kings and Infamous. It's looking like a clean 2-0. I guess it's time to go home, right? This is the time when you just write in GG into the game and just give up instantly.
Still Sladam's Pangolier, Zasa on the Muerta. I'm not really like into those giving up stuff. So we are gonna be seeing a great game.
Really?
Yeah.
But you don't have the early advantage, isn't that what the game is all about?
But the team fight is still looking great on Infamous.
Team fight?
And remember the previous game? The high ground holds for like 3 times?
And they have Supernova now. You are absolutely right, my friend. So we shall see. As actually the laning stage is starting out pretty good for Slatams, despite giving up first blood. He has 2 last hits up. Although Mr. Jeans does have the opportunity with the boulder smash to even up the score. He messes that one up though. As the tower gets the last hit. But still holding Slatams in a kind of a chokehold. Half HP on the Pangolier, rolling boulder onto the rolling thundering Pangolier. And still, the side lane gets the kill onto Sladen. And Illich with the B-Hunger.
Combinations. The decrepit fry is slowing him down. Of course, it's not like used out of use just yet, but yeah, it's slowing him down. You can catch up with the Warcry and use your stun effectively. Tough lane for the Infamous for sure.
I'll see it for sure, because definitely the Death Ward is something of a pain for both.
Up, though.
All of them. A bit of a catch onto Oscar, the Centaur. We'll walk it off as Ganek looks around to just damage out with the Sakuchi. He knows exactly that there's a Sentry Ward on top of him, but I don't think Ganek really cares, because you only really want to de-ward if you're a core. Am I correct? Because even with bounty hunters, you just don't care. Okay, I'm just gonna walk up, right-click you, and then just walk out.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the lane equilibrium in my eyes. The lane is pretty much at the, it's the 50-50 position. So de-warding those sentries are gonna be pretty hard, because as you see, like Richie right now is a perfect example how Axel is basically forcing the Weaver out of this lane, denying him any possibilities of lane securement.
I think Ganek is just fine with this nice Cogs reaction from Axel. He will take the Lotus. Gonna get hoof stomped inside the calling, but eventually both sides will just disengage all fully from this. Lotus is secured. It could be given to Zaza for the extra mana. They're just gonna chill out here. It's not that aggressive of a lane.
Yeah, once again, Mad Kings is proving to be the better team when it comes to these laning stages.
It was an early start, for sure, for them. But despite that, Ganek gonna get caught out. You just had to say that they were good in the laning stage, didn't you? As Ganek still stuck, no Sukuchi for a while, and that will put Infamous on the board at minute 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only lane you can
just
hope
had
for.
to say it.
Yeah. Just a casual. Just a casual cast. Oh, look at the rolling boulder. You can always just secure these runes. Mr. G's, and the TP in from Ganek is gonna be securing the other one as well. Maybe they can set up a gank as well? No, not sure.
I don't think Slatums will take the bait. He'll just let go of the region and just wait for someone to die on the sidelines. Although, maybe he just wants to kill himself? Okay, swashbuckle back though. Oh, but both range creeps denied. Mr. Jeans. Have some mercy, dude, as he rolls in. Boulder smash onto the Mr. Sakuchi as Ganek comes in for the dive. And they are gonna get surrounded by the two supports. Could this be death on Ganek, as there's no escape for the Ant? And down goes Mr. Sakuchi.
Yeah, I mean, take some of your plays, Infamous. I'm sorry, Mad Kings. Mr. James's Infamous tag is a bit confusing.
Slightly confusing for sure, as Oscar. Still just trying to survive.
Nice tanky though.
Axel from Borox. Zaza's tag reminds me of a bank here, locally for us though.
I think it's Subotleche.
Subotleche.
I have never heard about this team before, but yeah, I don't think they ever made it to the main stage. By main stage, I mean tier 3 to tier 4.
This is tier 2 Dota. Stop bashing us. This is Tiger, Oscar. Along with the Ganek, they're diving onto Zaza. Nice little play with the battery assault, but here comes Mr. Jeans for the gang. They do get Axel, but Mama Muerta will survive.
Yeah, Axel did his job, so he can die peacefully.
I always like making those sacrificial plays. I don't know why, you know?
Wait, Dodai, what's happening? Where's the 6x6 rotations?
That is exactly what I wanted to say. Because, of course, Slatums gets the Arcane Room without contest. I do believe this is the move you want to do. I personally am a fan, as right now, with the imbalance, they react onto Illich. There is no stop to his TP, though, as the Axe makes it home. Not super safe and sound, but half HP, he made it out. As onto Zaza comes the reaction, or not, it's actually Oscar who could be in trouble here, double edging onto Mama Muerta, but surrounded by the Kogo. And here comes Slatums? I thought he put out the Rolling Thunder. Oh, I guess he just juked and then put it out into Swashbuckle. It's Illich. 10 seconds until the possibility of that Wisdom Rune spawning. Slatums getting ready for the jump in. They zone out the Ant, as Ganek doesn't really have a choice.
Yeah, and when it comes to Slatums, I think he
Axel?
He's still using that Rolling Thunder?
Oh no, Tiger got it before Axel could just shove him off. He doesn't use the Rolling Thunder, and they don't chase on to the Weaver, which I personally agree with. I would wait for Illich's blink and then would start making my plays as Mr. Jeans and everyone else. They do appear right next to the axe. It's a bit of a stretch to make this play as Rolling Thunder can go onto the Rolling Boulder as Illich is in trouble. Still just on the cusp of surviving, but the Magnetize will be enough to kill down the axe as a little bit of a spinny spin onto Dad Mao. This is Slatham's in trouble. The swashbuckle escape, but here comes the Rolling Boulder on top of the Pango. And Mr. Jeans, yeah, just proving that he has the better ball.
Yeah, you might be like rolling up, but you're still in taking 50% of the magic damage, so keep your eyes out next time when it comes to your shenanigans, Slatham's. And Pugna, the Pugna effect is already like doing its job. Look at the mid tower, constantly pressured by the Pugna.
Another blaster still currently on Tiger. So he doesn't have life drain just yet, but eventually we'll make it over there. Interestingly enough, we don't see that many Tranquil Boots builds anymore on the Pangolier. Is the item that much nerfed?
I feel like once you are scaling with the Pangolier, you're more in need of a Arcane Boost component. Pugna.
That's why I was surprised about. Like, remember when we used to see double Tranquil Boots on Pugnas? Now we don't even see them go for the Boots of Bearing, which I think would be huge on the hero.
Okay. I'm gonna rephrase your point. He's the petrol station, as you.
Yes, Pugna petrol station.
As you named it, and he's running out of fuel sometimes. There is no possibilities that he can suck out enemies at any time given. So to keep this up, he has a pretty good base regen, and he can always use creeps to regen, but you're not getting mana from it. The less and less opportunity you are having to like life drain enemies, the more you need the arcane boots, in my opinion.
Oh, so you can only regain mana from heroes. Okay.
Yeah, you don't regain mana from creeps. And if you look at this game, Doda, let's look. This is a good example.
Okay.
Clockwork is gonna be disrupting you. Muerto is gonna be on the tail of you. Axe, everything is gonna be disrupting your life drain. So you are not gonna be having any free life drains on enemies, thus replenishing your mana.
Swarmer by Ganek, by the way, at the secret shop. And yeah, okay, I learned something new today. It was worth waking up. I always think that you still steal mana when you're full HP, but I guess you live and learn.
I mean, you steal, but only from enemies.
Only from heroes, not from creeps as Tiger. That does explain the huge nerf on the Pugna and why the hero just fell off after 732 was gone. Axel, in with the stun, in with the catch. There's no escape for the Clockwork. I said no escape for the Clockwork, as we still need to surround him first. Interesting, yeah, they do find the blocking sentry ward on the camp. But they're losing their tier 1 tower through all of this. As through the whole cavalcade, Zaza didn't manage to pick up the Maelstrom just yet. Bit of a slow farm for the Muerta's dad is just popping off hard with the Mask of Madness. Almost an Echo Saber territory. Actually, it's already on the way.
Tiger, middle. Oh, he's juky.
Tiger gonna play the life draining play onto the Pango. But eventually Slatham's will make it out.
Juking.
No, just hug the wall. He can't bounce on you that way.
Dire should look to their top tower.
Yeah, once again, Matt King in the early stages, they are leading once again. No Alchemist effect this game, but this looks promising as well as the previous one.
I mean, only 35 creeps down on the Muerta side. Can Dad be ganked at all? Like, can you turn on the Sven somehow? Oh, and the big pantry and the triangle. Just look at what Mackings have built.
Dire have fortified.
I think your problem is not Sven. I think your problem is not Sven, and it's never gonna be Sven.
I think it's gonna be Sven, as yes, Axel and Tiger will be traded. Gannett could be in trouble. The Refusal Blade, not really finished on Statums, but they could just catch the Weaver easily here. Rotating Zaza here as well, though. Could be trouble.
Yeah, it was mandatory to reveal his Maelstrom so he can get back to farming. Some extra XP boost as well.
I think this mid tower should be getting denied. As, yeah, feeling the pressure, Dad will be moved into the jungle. Just a casual double stack on the hard camp. He will make it a triple. Beautiful, well played. So he will turn on God Strength to get the Ancients as well.
Oh yeah, keep farming, Dad.
On the other side, we did see Zaza get tricked in. We heard a jump in. It was onto Illich as the life drain's doing the work. Berserker's call. Illich tries to survive, but eventually Oscar and Tiger will take care of him.
Yeah, and another indication what I was previously telling you, that there is no good opportunities to live stream heroes this game, so he's not even going for the Aether Lance. He's securing down for the force of this game.
I agree with that one for sure. Increases your mana pool, good escape, good setup.
What do you think about Sladums? He's 5k net worth at 40 minutes? Oh
Typical
no.
for mid laners to be behind. You can see on top of the net worth chart, we also have Mr. Jeans in 3rd place. I don't think... This is just the effect of mid lane not being as strong as it used as Dad! Almost having the catch onto the Phoenix.
I think he messed up the buttons, blinked instead of throwing the storm.
I think he wanted both, you know?
Yeah, he just wanted both.
Smash the keyboard, you know? Put your hand in a fist and you just open palm down onto the keyboard. Just hope something lands, you know? The server is such high ping, I can just press all my buttons and something will happen.
Okay, let's find some situations or any possibilities where Infamous can get
I don't know, I think the opportunities on the other side. Pierce the Veil will be committed on from Zaza as they will try and go for the supernova play, but Dad with a casual Stormhammer will get the enemy carry. Gannett with the time lapse will try and escape as Oscar jumps in the middle of it. A beautiful magnetize from Mr. Jeans. They're cleaning house here. Yes, Illich does get Gannett, but everyone else is just dying here as Dad comes in for the cleanup. That is 4 for the price of 2 as Oscar's still on the chase. He will not mess up the Blink Order as they will get Slatums as well. Team wipe for Mad Kings at minute 16. Oh no. Gaben's not just, Gaben's not fair. Mad Kings will just take everything from Infamous.
Yeah, I mean, Mad Kings, they are not leaving any breathing room for this team. They are always on their tails, always shutting down any farming. Look at the aggressive wards those were the key indicators or the key factors of setting up this skirmish in the forest.
They saw
nice
everything.
Yeah, and I mean, nice call from Illich and some great spell usages, but it's in vain if one team has the high, vision advantage and the other one does not.
Yeah, they had all the information, everything on who to catch, where to move. And these are fights you definitely want to take, and that's what you do when you have the advantage, right? Just get more information than the enemy. It's not even the items or anything. Just know your better positionings. And that leads you to better execution. As, yeah, better positionings onto Zaza they go. Boulder smashes up. Magnetize is there. Zaza will commit to Pierce the Veil again, once more. As the Stampede will not save Gannett, but does save Mr. Jeans.
But it's still a win. It's still a win in Mad King's book. What happened? Your Weaver died, they rotated 4 heroes bottom. And everyone is just enjoying their free time. Like, Dad is farming. Mr. Jeans just got out of a dicey situation. Oscar is already setting up mid.
Sladen should be next.
To Sladen.
Oh, they don't see the Phoenix though, okay. Yeah, of course, it's nighttime. I always forget.
It's all good.
Vision is hard as... Oh, okay. Nice play coming out with another ward. But Oscar, they jump onto Slatums instead. Oh, we don't get the chicken. We will get the Pango, or will they? Is the question as Ganek. Setting up for Sukuchi. Nah, it just gives the vision for Mr. Jeans to roll in with the boulder. As Illich. What is Illich doing? Oh, Axe. He's still under vision, though.
I liked how Dad soft committed not to use the ultimate, because he knew that...
As here comes the rolling boulder. In with the jump onto Illich, and this should be Roshan. As there's nothing Infamous can do to stop this.
Yeah, I mean, Mad Kings, they just have a clean idea how this game is supposed to be played. From the vision advantages to the perfect rotations at the 6x6, and Mr. James and Dad with the perfect item progressions. This team is definitely something you have to look out for the rest of the tournament. On the other side, Infamous, you might be testing out some new lineups, you might be testing out some new players, but don't just...
Dad is just escaping everything, puts out the BKB, and just surviving the enemy. There's still Aegis on this
He's back into it.
player as Pierce the Veil comes out. Dad will escape. Sticking at the bottom of this whole fight after Rolling Thunder comes out. Illich managing to catch Ganek. That's a nice pick off, but instead they just turn. Oscar on top of Axel. Death shot will be a miss. As support for the support so far, they turn onto the Pangolier. The calling is out, and Dad will sacrifice himself as this is a good timing. Right after Aegis, they could get Dad. No blink out available. That's a caught out Sven. But do they have the damage? Do they want to turn? No Pierce the Veil, no nothing. Mama Muerta is escaping.
With no mana, Illich.
Where's your mana? Where's your mana?
Biting his tongue. He wanted more, but the others were in low mana. Maybe he wanted to re-engage, but alone is gonna be pretty hard. Maybe with the addition of Axel, but they're lacking damage.
Kodo, give me mana. 16-9. As it's an 8K net worth lead on the Mad Kings.
Okay, let's give some hope.
Good league.
Yeah, I mean, let's give some hope to the Infamous fans. If you look at the 7K difference, it's basically the Sven itself, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Kinda. It's just the sun. And this Sven can die pretty easily if Illich finds a good opportunity to call him with the Blade Mill in addition. And of course avoiding the blink BKB to be pressed.
We can
they
say that
can blow him up.
Illich and Oscar are pretty much side by side. The Sladen gets caught out, by the way. They're on the bottom lane.
Just the usual Sladen paying the price of purchasing the Midas.
Ganek. Not caught out this time. I mean, if he still follows, I don't know if it was Hanskin with the build or maybe it was Mero with the build. You know, with the Scythe of Vices. As Oscar with the catch. Double Edge after the Hoof Stomp calling and Pierce the Veil. Trying to survive all of this. The Double Edge still massive amount of damage onto Mama Muerta. But Zaza will finally die in the retaliate of Oscar. And there goes nothing for Infamous. As Oscar is just immediately healed by Tiger.
And this is what I mean by Mad Kings playing as they are supposed to be. In the blink of an eye, from two heroes on top, immediately showed up the other three in like a matter of 10 seconds. These guys are playing as a team.
Village. Ooh, still surviving.
Oh.
But easy tier 2 take and deny on the mid lane. Mad Kings are not giving an inch of advantage to Infamous. Nothing at all.
Nothing is free in this game, for sure.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I mean, why would you have mercy on your enemy? Just keep on smashing.
What do you mean Marcy? It's not even in the game, dude.
True, true. My bad.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Heart of Tarask, almost finished on Oscar. That's gonna be a big centaur to deal with. His dad with the SNY, it's just brutal now. His build is nothing to counter the enemy. This is just to flaunt all the amount of gold he has. So he's starting to move into satanic territory.
Yeah. Once the Mad Kings members laid their hands on those robust HP boosting items like the hearts, I think they are building 2 hearts as well. One on Mr. G's, the other one is Oscar, and the satanic. Once you get those, you're gonna be unstoppable. It's all gonna come down whether Illich can catch this one off guard or not.
Bunch of tin men on the side of Mad Kings. His heart's just starting to come out. But yeah. Dad even queuing up the Bloodthorn. It's gonna be an interesting change if he gets it.
There it goes.
Axel's Clockwork almost done with the shard. Jetpack could be an interesting addition right here. Sladham's trying to get that BKB online. And it just reeks of desperation because you usually want to go for the Agnum Scepter after the defusal, right? Or am I wrong?
Which hero? Once again,
Pangolier.
Oh, Pangolier, yeah.
I usually want the Ags. It's just, you're so far behind.
Yeah, you're having troubles, like, staying alive.
Even though, we can't call him super behind to Mr. Jeans, because, like, Mr. Jeans had, like, 10k in the bag.
Yeah, but my only problem is, I see your point, but my only problem is that there are those heroes that they don't need a lot of, like, network, like Tinker. They are always, like, the 6th or 7th or 5th positions.
But still you have the impact, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and they can still pump out a lot of damage. Look at Mr. G's once again, clutching Sladdons. This is a dead Phoenix for sure.
Geoman at a grip, surrounded with the swarm, Ganek.
And bottom.
It's just the easy execution onto the supports. All their sin was is to try and get some information and shove down those lanes. They will sacrifice themselves for it. Zaza in extreme vision, stampeded, rolling bouldered, and sent back to the fountain. Oh, the information.
Another tier 2 for Roshan. We may find out in 1:30 how much is gonna be the remaining.
DD in the river. Ganek gives off the info. Mr. Jeans is already on his way. Just pick it up.
Oh, they are pinging Illich. No, he's not gonna get.
It's
a long TP. It's a long TP.
What? Oh, longest TP ever. Illich with the BKB call tries to turn it, make it worthwhile. The time lapse will be put out on Deant as Axel comes in.
Are here.
There's the cavalry, but the cavalry gets rolling boulder. The boulder is actually smashed as well as Illich goes down. Mr. Rolling Thunder turns on to connect. They do get the ant. That is an exchange. You will not want it to take that much as Oscar and Mr. Jeans join up. Onto Sladham's. The life drain is not going to be enough. But the Pango does get to roll out this time around. As the rest of the team, Sladen gets caught. The Phoenix is fried. And 24-10. This, it's a catastrophe.
Where was he TPing, dude? Illich, don't do this to us.
No, maybe he was going to the triangle. Longest TP ever.
I think it wasn't as long as when you are TPing to a triangle. Maybe he was TPing bottom and there was an additional hero there already. I don't know. Zaza, they are hunting down on him. 30 seconds until TP. He better be hiding into the shadows, blurring into these trees. Because Oscar is on the hunt. He wants more. Zaza praying to the gods that there's still some seconds.
Maybe pray to Gaben. Because all he's doing is just hiding in position that would it's pretty much typical for Southeast Asian players, you know? I've done it. A lot of people have done it. Just waiting for the game to end. Hidden.
with an additional shadow amulet. That's what you were talking
Yeah,
about.
back in the old days when I didn't have like a finite ending, as Roshan is available. No one checked the pit so far. Sladen's inside.
Radiant's top tower
Oh, that was my actual other question, like, to you. Can Infamous take Roche?
Sure,
they-
but it's not
Okay.
worth much, honestly.
That's true, but Roshan is saying this fast. Okay, it's promising.
No, they can absolutely take Roshan, because they even have the team fight for the rotation. The problem I have with it is that it's not going to be worth much. As you can see, Mad Kings, usually when you see Roshan fall, the enemy escapes to the other side of the map.
under attack.
You don't see them rush through the map and just want to fight you. So I think Axel's in trouble here. Well, color me surprised as he puts out the jetpack and we will go out for the TP, but Oscar catches him. Insta pick off onto the Tinkerman as Zaza will be taken care of. There is no Pierce to Veil for 15 seconds. He does have the BKB, but escape is just way far off. As you instantly die when your age is denied.
And look at them. They want more. They want Illich. Illich showing on the bottom lane while two of his heroes are
Mr.
dead.
Jeans, you can't do this, man. Just
Yeah.
chill.
This is so dangerous.
This is a
They lose two
massacre.
heroes top, the two tower damaging heroes, so it's completely fine.
As
Then-
Dad and Tiger just pressuring tier 3 top. The rest of the team is shoving bottom. It's just I think the doors are closing in. The Slatums will be found under the vision. The Pango. He did see it with the edge of the Sentry Ward at the Weavers onto him as he BKBs out, but the Stampede follows Oscar. Mercy, my man, mercy. This is what happens when BKB gets nerfed.
Oh,
You just get massacred. Onto that they go. Nice call coming out from Illich. Harpoon or hook shot as well. Put out onto that, but a beautiful time-lapse save coming out from Ganek. The Aghanim Scepter, the saving grace of Mad Kings as they will go in for the turn. Zaza put out Pierce the Veil. This is it. Here comes Mr. Jeans with the magnetized boulder smash through two of them. Down goes Mama Muerta as Illich has nowhere to turn for this. He eats the cheese. He tries to survive as Oscar and Mr. Jeans and Ganek are just diving your fountain in with the move stop. I can't find the words. This is insanity from Locos Reyes.
I was about to tell you that this is what they were preparing for. They are finally gonna kill the Sven.
This is
And
not
here
madness. This is Dota.
Yeah, and here comes the pesky Weaver using eggs.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
Oh no.
Middle tower is under attack.
Do they have still one more fight in it? I don't think so anymore.
That was just a massacre.
Maybe kill the Weaver first and somehow like put an end to Mr. Jeans, but yeah.
I don't think that was a wraparound to get to Ganek first.
Yeah.
Like
that's
you
the
were just
problem.
straight up into that fight, and just the domino effect. You don't get Dad fast enough, and then the cavalry arrives at the Stampede. Just the rotations from Oscar were just super on point.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Never pressed it too early, never pressed it too late. And he's just on point with the Centaur. I think the network chart says it all, and so does the gaming graph, because 95% I think is even a bit much to get 5% win probably for Infamous. Although, yeah, even last game they did manage to turn it around from 99 or 98. Something like that, but I think Illich is dead. As in with the catch they go, Dad with the Stormhammer, BKB will be committed on the axe as Mr. Jeans tried to get held on. The battery assault is doing some work. Hook shot to lure to play. Zaza in the middle of the fight, putting out the calling, but not really finding dead people. As onto Mr. Jeans, he turns with the BKB. There's a lot of damage, but another time-lapse save will come out as Oscar and Dad under the sun. They might just get stuck here, but there's just no damage for the return as Zaza will also die. And after that, they will just go for the cleanup. Slatums is gone. 64 seconds without the Pangolier. No more buybacks on the Dire. And Mr. Jesus just styling on them now, blocking in Slatums. They will not go in for the fountain, but Mad Kings are coming for that 2-0 super hard as the second set of racks falls down slowly but surely.
And they are not just coming anymore, they gonna take it, and in a convincible fashion for sure. Such a clean gameplay coming up from Mad Kings. It's just so good to witness it.
Shut it down right now as the last set of racks is available for the taking. Oscar with the jump in. Clean out from Dad. There's your Megas. Oh my Gaben. Oh Dios Gabanos, infamous. Staring at the barrel.
I think there is nothing to wait for. Just go all in. Just go all in. Smoke up immediately and go all in.
Go all in?
All in. Yeah, it's an all in.
I think they'll get the Tormentor first. They're gonna respect Infamous just a bit more. Because there is a tiny bit of a possibility of just a perfect call coming out from the axe. Zilich with the call onto Mr. Jeans. We've seen something similar happen as the harpoon or a heart hook shot will happen as well. On to the contact. Illich cannot make it. But the time lapse was used by Ganek. I did hear it. On the other hand, Oscar keeping contact with Slade and trying to zone out the Phoenix as Dad will turn onto Statums. Just a beautiful separation of the fight as Dad picks up the rest of them. And yeah, they do get Ganek, with the rest of them are just dead. No buybacks available on the side of the Dire. And with the easy cleanup, Oscar, Mr. Jeans, and Tiger, they'll just take care of this beautiful base as Dire are just getting run down. Mr. Jeans just rolling out. Illich onto Dad. Can try and pull him into the Supernova, but Dad just ignores the rest of that. There's no need for God Strength or anything. They just need to control Illich for the rest of this game. As the call doesn't go out, onto Dad as Dad moves in. And onto Slade and he goes. This should be GG as even Zaza dies in his own fountain. And the creeps will take care of the base. No GG in return from Infamous.
Yeah,
as they will suffer a 2-0.
That's something I was about to point out as well, guys. Even if you hate your enemies to their guts, just give them respect. That's the best way to deal with your feelings. Always give them respect.
13-9 to 11 with a 40k net worth lead. That was it for Infamous as, yeah, they are only on the board with 1 win. Remind me, this would be 3 wins and 1 losses for Mad Kings, right?
Yep, exactly that. And when it comes to Infamous, they are with 1 win, and this was their 4th losses, so it's gonna be tough from now on.
Yeah, they're facing elimination as of now, but that's an interesting contender because we also have Invaders who have not won a series so far, and maybe that 1 win will at least get you to the lower bracket of the playoffs. That is a possibility. But on the other hand, yeah, you're looking at the possibility of just getting eliminated right here at the group stage. But at the same time, what are we looking at, my friend? How is tomorrow looking?
Tomorrow is actually gonna be delayed, so we are gonna see Invaders clashing with Infinity a bit later, on a bit later stages. So I think tomorrow is a free day. I suppose.
Vacation. Friday vacation. As not only tomorrow, we actually have Saturday off as well, I believe.
Oh, we do.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, with the board on the screen, you can see that we will be back on November 5th with Universitaire Esports versus Mad Kings. And then, of course, Lava versus Infinity on the day after. But until then, Yeah, the November 5th, November 3rd match, Invaders versus Infinity, was just rescheduled while we were in our lobbies. So, yeah. I guess we will see you guys Sunday.
Bye-bye.
As, yeah, Mad Kings take the 2-0 against Infamous. Thank you and good night.
So I've come to the conclusion, just a rotten piece of fruit. So I'll end up dying slowly, rotting away. See, I just want to be able to climb without a fall, to get out of this maze and run. Please strike me thunder, let me get closer to the light. Please strike me thunder, so I can be free. So I've come to the conclusion, I'm just one man amongst thousands. In this world I'll load them, sure they'll do fine without me. The chemicals in my head don't work as yours. Cause every piece of road is a little bit of happiness. And every kind of love causes a little bit less regret. Please strike me thunder,
I wanna give you every chance to make it, to make it. I'm afraid if our love collides, you'll leave me alone tonight. 'Cause I'm changing and I'm breaking. Is this over? I'm scared to ask these questions, 'cause I know that you'll reject my love. Moving slower, frozen to these pieces without a shoulder to cry on. I will only climb the mountain without your goodbyes, 'cause you're my life. If I fail and crumble, would you help me build this downfall and change the color of my falls? I never wanna hold you back. I wanna give you every chance, and I'll stand against all enemies, your enemies. I'm afraid if I love